Hello. One question about relationships. I've been doing so good in realigning myself with relationships, but I keep feeling like if I could just get that in line, that would really help.
It will, and you will. Do you expect to walk into every room and have the sound system be perfect?
That was really good.
Or do you just do what you need to do and keep tweaking it and get better and better at it until pretty soon it's a non-issue? Do you just get so familiar with what feels good that you just emanate it everywhere you go? It's just trial and error, but trial and error with a sense of which direction feels the best. And that's really what we're teaching in Art of Allowing. We want you to quantify your journey by recognizing that the better it feels, the better it is. And by not trying to compare what feels good to you or what felt good to you with where you are now, because that will confuse you. Give us an example. Tell us where you're at relative to relationship. Just express it as it is. Don't try to sugarcoat it. Don't try to tell it different than you usually tell it. Tell it to us like you usually tell it. If somebody says, "Are you in a relationship?" what do you say?
I have a fantastic relationship with my husband.
Yes.
But when it comes to working relationships, I have doubts about it, and it manifests in sometimes they're real good, and then they're bittersweet.
Meaning?
I started working at a club, and at first it was fantastic. It was like a dream come true connection. But then it started to get uncomfortable, and I felt like we were sort of repelling each other. And it wasn't good for me musically or relationship-wise.
So tell us what you told your husband when you went home from that experience.
I said, I'm being really supportive of them, and they're not being supportive of me. I mean, we're all artists, and we should respect.
So what you said was, what I've got, I do not want.
Yes.
So let me verbalize to you what I do not want that I've got, so that I can hold what I do not want and that I've got to me longer. And your husband, being the very good husband that he is, allowed himself to be a sounding board once.
More than once.
Oh, really? So quite frequently, you beat the drum of what was, all the time wishing for it to change,
right.
But you beat the drum of what was. So now what we're suggesting is that you begin telling it like you would like it to be rather than like it is. So try that. Now, imagine that it's different than what is. Imagine that what is and what has been has caused you to get clear about what you want, and now articulate it the way you want it to be as if it already is.
Okay.
Say that to us.
It is.
These are the most supportive people.
Right.
It's really interesting how much fun it is to go. I listen to them, they listen to me. It feels like we're sometimes operating out of one brain. It's just really remarkable how we can all get into the flow and the rhythm and the music that pours through us. It's more than any one of us could create on our own. There's a synergism between us when we all get together. It's like there's this musical mind, and we are all playing our experience or our part in it. And the music is just incredible. There isn't anything that I like more than to be in the flow of that. I just can't tell you how much I love being there.
That's it.
Different vibration, you see. And if you keep beating that drum, the universe has to bring to you those that line up with that. And as you keep beating the other drum, the universe keeps bringing you those that line up with that. And so what you want to say to everybody, if somebody's fabulous in your experience, say to them, you're here because I offer a vibration that matches you. And if they're horrible, say to them, you're here because I offer a vibration that matches you. If they're kind, say, my kindness matches you. If they're rude, say, my rudeness matches you. If they're late, say, my irritation at your being late is what keeps making you late. If they're ornery, say, my attention to your orneriness keeps making your orneriness rendezvous with me. And they would say to you, you know, you might be onto something because I'm not ornery all the time, just mostly when I'm with you. I'm hardly ever late, but every time I meet you, I'm late. I was wondering what it is, and you say, I'm very influential. When I get focused upon something, I practice it with my husband. I practice it and practice it and practice it. He's such a good sounding board. He lets me tell him all of the things about my day until I activate it and activate it and activate it and activate it and activate it. And then the universe just gives me more of it, which then I report to him.
That's it. Thank you. I'm complete.
We are appreciating your willingness. Everybody does it, but you made it easy to explain.
I'm done. Thank you. I'm complete.